that. The Heat's still getting to us over here. We did get it reset as quickly as possible. We do got the next game lined up for you. Don't worry, Camaro's got a new PC coming in tomorrow, guys, so hopefully that fixes everything. I'll be getting a new one tomorrow, so we getting rid of this old one. We've had this baby for a couple years now, and I think it's time to move on, man. I think it's time to upgrade. Breaking.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes a new PC is all you need, and when I think back to Rocket League, this is all some of these console players need sometimes. And I gotta think my man Polash playing on a Switch, being in a kind of a similar position that you are with streaming. Camaro's working with the equivalent of Polash playing on the Switch right now, and it's gotta be tough. It's gotta be tough.
That's crazy. Now, what's going to be tough in this matchup we got up next for you, man. I mean, we literally have the Paris City Swarm getting ready to take on the Lafayette Lightning. This should be an absolute amazing matchup. Juicy was just stoked. You got the FOs and Juicy Deucey going against Dylan, who were big-time rivals last season, playing each other with the Miami Skyline going against Lafayette, two of the top teams in Division 2. Now getting ready to take the field. Obviously, Dylan now on a different squad, but you got a pretty similar squad here for Lafayette with Juicy Deucey. You just now got, I believe it's Avon. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. But they got a new third now replacing Zach, who's just an offensive juggernaut. This Lafayette team could be scary. They've been hyped up quite a bit so far. I know myself has personally been hyping them up a lot. I've been pretty excited for them and what what we could be seeing. But this is a big test. I mean, they're going to be playing a team that already a lot of people are expecting to be really good as well with the Paris City Swarm. I think any team when you have Dylan on it is going to be a good team. I mean, this guy's the MVP of Division 2 for a reason, and he's a returning player surrounding the guys around him that he exactly wanted. Now, Oblivion was really sought after in the offseason. A lot of teams wanted him, and he snatched him up early. So now we get to see these guys play together and see if Dylan made the right moves.
Yeah, I think Dylan definitely did make the right moves. Oblivion's a great all-around player. And then he's got CJ as well as a running mate. I mean, he's got a very well-rounded team. And I think that team is going to be scary moving forward. I mean, I got them as like a top 5 team already. But we're going to see. I mean, I think this Lafayette team could be very good depending on how well Akeza plays. If that is the person that is still on that team. He's got to be the offensive facilitator. Juicy and Dizzy can get the passing plays going and get some of the defense going, but it's really up to that man Akeza because, they need support on the offensive end. That was the big issue last season. They had some of the passing plays going. They had good defense, but it was really all defense for Lafayette last season, and that cannot happen with how stacked Div 2 is this season.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what happens. It was kind of sad to see Zach, not be able to play this season, but it could be very good for Lafayette potentially. We'll see. Just because, Juicy did get pretty much the same roster again. He went and picked up his guy Dizzy Dave. So Dizzy Dave had a pretty fantastic season as a third man last year in Div 2. And now with an opportunity to run up with a guy who's considered potentially a top 5 scorer in this league, when Lafayette was in a monstrous defensive team with Juicy and with Dizzy Dave last season, now you're adding an offensive stud. It should finally be a little bit more balanced, hopefully, which is really what you want in a 3v3 format. You want a more balanced approach a lot of times for the most success. There are some teams that try to go offense heavy the whole time, but that can kind of come back and bite you in the butt. And same thing can happen defensively as well. As Agul throws out 3 subs to the viewers. Thank you so much, man. I know it's been a little bit of a crazy stream tonight with the PC having some issues, but this is kind of a special stream in a sense because this is her very last stream. The OG RLM PC, man, since day one is gonna be chalked up to tonight. She's gone. She'll be gone, and we'll be getting a new one tomorrow. Hopefully, gets things running right again. But nonetheless, me and Breaking are in here. I'm going to go and get these guys the information so we can get this game going.
Rest in peace, the RLM PC. As this will be the last stream it will be faced on. And shout out to Azgul, my teammate, coming in with the 4 subs. Appreciate it, buddy. We're going to do some wild things this season. It's going to be fun. And what's going to be more fun is seeing these teams play tonight. I mean, Lafayette and Paris, on paper, are 2 top 6 teams. I mean, in my opinion, 2 top 6 teams if that Manakeza can play up to that 280 price. If he can play up to that top 5, maybe top 10 player, they're going to find a lot of success here. But in my opinion, it's got to be on the back of that Manakeza. It can't be on the back of Juicy, and it can't be on the back of Dizzy Dave, because that just didn't work last season. They need more.
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate some of the love of the chat, guys, and I appreciate everyone coming right back to the stream, man. I really do apologize, guys. Again, it's very frustrating. Y'all know how much I love streaming with you guys, and y'all know how important this is to do this, and it's just very frustrating that it's going on. But I promise I'm on top of it. We got a whole new setup. I will get the picture posted out, Sweaty. I will get a picture sent out. RIP to the RLM PC. She had a good run, man. She had a good run. The old GeForce GTX 1660 Ti. It's just she's just not gonna make it anymore. She's a little old. She's a little, but hey, she had character, man. She had character.
She had character, but she's dying. She's dying.
100%.
She's in the hospital right now on her deathbed. And she's saying, Camaro, it's time. It's time for me to go. I gotta move on.
I didn't want to let it go, man.
I know. Moving on, she is. She's leaving us. It's 1660. I can't even believe that's what she just said. That's a dated card. I mean, that's like the equivalent of like the 10 series back in like 2016. That's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, she's old, man. She's old, dude.
Old girl.
She was a pretty penny when I got her way back then, and so I've just been wanting to let go. But dude, we just picked up a couple follows right there very quickly. Hey, thank you guys. I don't recognize those names. There is a link to the Discord. If anyone could drop it for these guys as well, I'd greatly appreciate it. I keep reposting the link, but some people say that the link wasn't working again. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll have to recheck it out, or maybe get someone a little bit smarter than me to look at it for me. But we got these teams lined up, ready to go. I think the overlay is looking right. We're going to find out here in a second. Either way, we're going to get things started. I'm going to give these guys the good to go again. This is the Lafayette Lightning getting ready to take on the Paris City Swarm, two of the top tier teams. As we're getting ready to transition, and this game's exciting, but what's most important is making sure the overlay looks right, and it does! Let's go! Sealing the deal! Hey, listen, 1660 still hanging on strong, baby.
She's still in there, hanging on by a thread. Is still an interesting touch off that Lafayette back wall. And both teams starting off strong, kind of just a little bit of back and forth, but I'd like to see a lot of passing plays from these teams. And just seeing some plans come out from these Div 2 teams. Oh,
this should be a lot of fun. As you do see a little bit of mistouch there, playing in the box at Keza, trying to do what they can. Oblivion's gonna take it away. Ball's gonna float here. Here comes Juicy, the FO himself. Oh, he's gonna set up Dizzy, but a huge save coming out from Siege. As now this one does float back out. At Keza with an opportunity here in the corner. Gonna make a play. Good break up there by Siege again. Siege just watching the play happen. He's going to bounce here. Dizzy Dave just going to float it into an open space. He's going to try to get a second touch on it. It's a beautiful pinch into the wall. Keza getting aggressive. Keza is there, but a huge save. The read from Siege. It didn't look like he was going to get there in time, but he guessed where that was going. And he guessed right.
CJ with a fantastic save. Keeps this game 0-0. When Lafayette is putting up some wild passing plays so far in just the first minute.
Oh, here comes Siege with the transition. Huge shot opportunity now. Oblivion going to put this one a little high. Juicy now going to try to kick this one out, but Dylan is waiting patiently. Now here comes Dylan, the MVP, looking to do what he can. It's going to be a little bit off, though, as now we're seeing Paris City put some pressure on Oblivion, looking for the slow roller in the corner. He's not going to find it this time. Now Dylan putting it back off the wall. For the first, minute and a half, we had all Lafayette putting the pressure on, Paris City defending it, and now we see Paris City on the offensive push. Now Lafayette trying to do what they can. This has definitely gone back and forth, and so far it's living up to the hype, Breaking.
Oh, absolutely. We're getting close to the halfway point, and it's 0-0. Both teams trying to make something happen here with their passing plays, but the defense has been solid from both sides so far.
Oh, here's Siege, new member of Paris City, trying to make something happen, and he does! The mistouch there from Juicy sets up CJ for the nasty read on the double touch.
The Juicy mistouch gives Siege a fantastic double. He's ready, and he's there.
Can't let that happen. You gotta be on top of things here right now tonight. You can't be making those kind of misses when it's this close of a matchup. 3 taking on 4. Now you gotta wonder what Akaza and the gang is gonna do. Dizzy Day with a bit of a fake there. Now Akaza's up, shut down there by Oblivion. Juicy just gonna have to put it back into the corner. Just looking to reset, looking to take his time. See, trying to put pressure on. Can't get there. Dylan, quick shot. A little bit off to the right. Now we're gonna see things wait in the corner. Good break up there by Akaza. Oblivion trying to keep pressure on. Maybe looking to get Siege involved here. CJ with one early. Cole looking for two. Is it gonna drop? This time Juicy is there. Now Dylan keeping pressure back on. Full throttle. Oblivion looking for the quick one over to CJ. CJ with the huge missed opportunity. Those open net miss have been coming out quite a bit so far tonight, Breaking.
Oh, they're coming out, and each crossbar being hit with that play. And, you know, that could have been another goal. I mean, just there again, could have been another goal for this Paris City Swarm team. And it's really just allowing Lafayette to potentially come back in this game one, and you don't want to do that in Div 2. I mean, all it takes is one good bump, one good passing play, one good solo play, and it's tied up, and now you're in an uncomfortable position as Dylan's going to get a clear out to the left, out to Siege. Siege shot on net, but it's going to be a little weak. But man, I mean, right now, it's still been a lot of back and forth, but Paris just holding on with this one goal lead.
Here we go. Kick out there by Oblivion. Trying to get the pressure back. Siege is waiting here. Big play to Dylan. Just barely a little bit off target. Now you got to wonder, man, this Lafayette Lightning team, the big thing was going to be offense, and there's the shot. It's there, and it's Juicy, the FO himself, making the huge double touch read.
What a double touch by Juicy, just barely squeaking it in there. Bar down. 2 bounces, and it's good for Juicy. Lafayette tied it up.
That was a huge shot there, especially by Juicy, giving up the goal earlier, now answering back. Now we're all tied up with Siege, going for the fake in the middle, trying to make the play. Now Akaza with an opportunity. He's got the open net. He's going to will it through. Huge shot coming from Akaza, his first goal of the season.
First goal of the season, and this is what I was talking about. This man, Akaza, has got to step up, and he did right there with that kickoff goal.
Huge start here for the Lafayette Lightning. Definitely looking really good. Paris City now got to find a way to answer back. They're now trailing by 1. We got a minute remaining in this one. Here comes a strong push. Dylan gets the demo. Great demo. Centered by Siege. But Juicy's going to get there. Dylan trying to keep it back down. That's a great pass. A little bit of a pinch play coming. But all 3 players of Lafayette are ready. 50 seconds remaining here. Ball's up. Dylan's there. Dylan just trying to softly tap her in. Trying to make it happen. Dizzy. Unbelievable read. Can he get out of it? He cannot. Huge efforts from Lafayette. But Paris City's just too much.
Massive effort by Lafayette. Dizzy just barely getting that one, but Siege just gonna big body it through for the tie. Tied ball game in game 1. Will we see OT, Camaro?
Oh, we definitely are heading in that direction with how tight this one has been. Juicy doing a great job taking that boost. Siege has got it. He's lined up. He doesn't miss these. Big missed opportunity there by Paris City. Now looking to come back. Juicy with an opportunity. He's got Dizzy waiting center. Big miss there from Oblivion. Opportunity now for Lafayette. Siege does take it away. Up goes Dylan. Dylan now kicking out. That is a big open net opportunity. Can CJ get there? He can't, but Oblivion for the cleanup. Not able to find it. Paris City, those misses could come back to haunt them if we do head to overtime.
Oh, absolutely. And we've said this more than once. I mean, they got to make every good goal they can. I mean, every easy shot that they could have made earlier on could have prevented this OT. And if they do lose this, I'm going to say part of that is because they didn't score those easy shots early on. Siege almost with the double as we go into OT.
Oh, it's been tough to watch. It seems like all momentum is on Paris City's side right now. They're getting the opportunities. It's really just them not burying them yet. So Lafayette's got to make some adjustments here in overtime. Here's a big opportunity now. Akaza with a great read on the ball. Maybe wanted a bump play there, but they can't get through. Siege with a pinch with Dylan. That could drop, but it's going to be a little bit off. As now Dylan looking to finish, and he does! Finally, the swarm coming out, and they're finally able to capitalize.
And swarm they did. 14 shots on net in game number 1. And the output from this Paris City has been absolutely wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely impressive how much pressure they did just put on this. 7 shots, but also 6 saves coming from Siege. Just really being a multi-dimensional player, just playing a real two-way. Lock it in so far in his debut here in Season 2. You got to see Akaza get going, though. We got a lot of Akaza fans in the chat. I need that guy right there to play even better. He had a great start, so it's a beautiful start to his to his career here in RLM, but we need more. We need him to come out there and put up that siege type stat line. He's gotten close, but my only red flag is there's no assists coming out from Lafayette. You know, we want to see those passing plays.
Absolutely, and we've seen 2 solo plays, but we haven't really seen any passing plays, and you got to get that man Akeza going. He's your top player for a reason, and if he can't go going on the offensive end, it's going to be a rough season for Lafayette.
Here's a big opportunity. As Zach would say, it's all in the playbook. It's all in the plays. Now we just got to see it unfold here heading into game number 2. Lafayette seen right there. They got an opportunity now to really make a run in this. They do go down 1 game, but it was tied. I feel like we're going to be like that for quite a bit, even if it ends up being a 3-0 sweep in somehow, some way. In all honesty, breaking, I think they're going to be this close every single game.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very close games here. And it's up to those top players on each team to make it not so close, you know? Make a gap with these goals. The more goals you're able to score, the harder it is for the other team to come back. It is. And Akeza trying to start off strong. And Lafayette coming right out of the gates, playing aggressive.
Yeah, every little opportunity matters. You got to bury that one. Both sides with a lot of shots being taken, but who's going to bury those shots? Here's another open net chance. Great shot there from Juicy. Great effort from Siege, but an even better place shot from Juicy Deucey.
Yeah, almost a drop down by Dizzy Day, but see, just expecting the shot to be made, and Juicy just cleaned it up.
That's a great start there for Lafayette, taking the early lead here in game number 3. Or I'm sorry, in game 2.
As they want a restart.
I'm not really sure what we got going on here. Just give us 1 second here. We'll jump back over. I'm not really sure.
Server lag.
Dylan was doing a turtle before the goal, I guess, so they wanted to reset the lobby. So just give us 1 second here. We will reset. Yeah, did you notice a turtle there breaking? I don't know if I. Let's leave and make new. All right, so Juicy's okay with it.
All right.
Alrighty, so we will reset
Interesting.
that. Yeah, I mean we will reset within the first 30 seconds if it's laggy. You just got to make sure to turtle your car. Make sure to do it early. The whole team needs to be, trying to turtle to just try to draw our attention to it. Clearly, if Juicy was okay with it, maybe they did see it. So we will honor it since Juicy was okay with resetting there. We'll get the new lobby info out and submitted here. So just give us 1 second, guys. We were just putting it. Someone pull out the rule book to confirm. Yeah, we did confirm, Rambles. I mean, that is okay. I was making sure to see if Juicy would confirm with that though, just to make sure, because I did miss the turtle.
I didn't see. Yeah, I missed it too.
But if Juicy's confirming,
Is it all players, Camaro, or is it only one player has to do it?
At least the one player that's lagging has to turtle. That's how it's written in the rule book at this time. So, but that's an interesting one. So we're gonna go ahead and get this reset for the guys. If it's a bad server, we will try to reset as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and get Paris City out the info. One, two, three, boom. All right, so that's set. Lobby info's back out, guys. We'll get this one up and rolling here. Teams are rejoining as we speak. So just waiting on them to get back in here. We'll get this game back up. So it's still 1-0 right now in favor of Paris. Just resetting this game. Let's make sure this is still good. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, we're still set. We're just waiting for Lafayette to come in. All right, they are in, so they're good to go. They can go ahead and get this one started as soon as they are ready.
Interesting. I mean, will Lafayette come back again with the same force they did, or will this throw them off? I mean, I gotta think the reset is taking them back a little bit, but who knows? I mean, it's a very interesting situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely strange indeed. We'll see what they're able to do. Let's go ahead and check the pings here just to be on top of stuff. Pings look fine. If you turtle again, I'll ban you, but we'll see what happens. Is that you see Paris City gonna kick this one back out, looking to get their pressure going. If I'm Lafayette, man, I'm not gonna let that bother me. They know that they can win this game. They know they got a good chance. As it's just really gonna be the back on that guy, Kayza. Kayza just gotta keep doing what he was doing, man. So Um, but yeah, just to recap that rule, guys, if you are lagging, please just make sure to turtle. And then just, make sure we're aware of it. Get a message sent out so that way we know and we'll shut it down. Me and Breaking missed it, but Juicy apparently saw it, so that's why we are resetting the lobby. And we now regain here in Game 2 as Oblivion looking to keep things going. You do see Lafayette putting some early pressure on Paris City. Now Oblivion back up to midfield, up to Siege. Siege with a shot, and that is going to go.
Ooh. What a dirty passing play by this Paris City. Siege up to Oblivion, back to Siege, over Akaza's head. What a passing play for this Paris City Swarm team coming out early.
Yeah, 4 minutes now. Quick shot there coming out from Paris City. Now Akaza's going to kick one back out to the left side. Big miss there from Oblivion. Can Lafayette take advantage? Not going to do so this time as Dylan does shut that one down. Ball's going to bounce here. Up goes Juicy. Juicy now looking to follow. Ball's kicking back out. That's a decent little center. Now Akaza looking to come around this one. Back pass coming here. No one's going to be there, though. Paris City seems like they're the ones coming out with a lot of aggression. Doesn't seem like Lafayette's really locked in yet here in Game 2.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. And we're seeing some plays come out, but second man just a little bit late with limited boosts. Really limited boosts all around for this Lafayette team as they can't really get too much going. A lot of bangs downfield, but they're not really linking that well together.
Oh.
And just as I say that, Akaza gets a goal of his own.
There we go. Akaza, right when they need him the most. You see 2 players from Paris City just late to get back. Juicy going for the fake on Oblivion. Definitely threw him off, and Akaza just buries one top left. That's a very easy shot for him. He's going to make that almost every single time.
Absolutely. Akaza gets another one on the board, as hopefully this is first of many, as his team needs him more than ever now. And a win for Lafayette here would be huge. They tie it up. They feel confident in this series. They know that they're meant to be here. And I think this is going to be, I wouldn't say a must. I think actually at this point, it actually is a must-win game. I'm going to say this is definitely a must-win game for Lafayette.
Yeah, definitely 100% is Siege. He's trying to stay aggressive. He couldn't get there that time. Good kick out there by Dylan. Ball's going to float now for Juicy. Akaza and Dizzy both going. Dizzy gets the demo mid-air. And you see Siege staying on that ball. It's going to head back. Akaza with a little bit of space, but he's just going to send it over the top. Dylan does recover very quickly off the wall. Good kick out there by Dizzy. Dizzy looking to put it off. Trying to set it up. A Siege might lose control here, but he does find his teammate Dylan. Ball's going to bounce almost perfectly for Paris City. Is now Lafayette looking to do what they can in the corner. Here comes the pressure from Oblivion. Oblivion now looking to come down the wall. Not going to be able to do much as Lafayette does find a way to get it out of here. Oblivion trying to find the bump on Akaza, but he can't get there in time. This one does come up top. Akaza's got to find the touch. Dangerous situation. Juicy does get there, though. As these guys are really going back and forth now here in Game 2. All pressure's coming out, though, right now from Paris City. If they can finish, they do. Huge setup there for Siege. Someone's got to challenge quicker than that.
Somebody's got to contest. They cannot settle with goal line defense because that is going to happen right there where Siege is going to be up hitting that shot every single time off the back wall.
1-2 right now. Paris City in control of this game. Got to see if Lafayette can do a better job at getting onto the other side, man. It just seems like right now Paris City is just controlling the field domination, and they have more control of the momentum at all times.
Yeah, well, they got a ton of the pressure going on, and a little bit of a mistouch there by Dylan. But even when this Lafayette team is on offense, it just seems like they're throwing everything they have at it, and it's just not enough. And then they scramble back to defense, and they're just a little bit too late. And then they're caught in this awkward position that they just were in that second ago. And I think they just have to do more on the offensive end. They have to get more done. Bumps at the right time. Good passing plays. Good transitions. And they just can't seem to find any of that. It's a risky drop down. But they just got to find a way to work better together.
Here we go. Big chance here. Not able to get by Dylan, though, as now Akaza just got to retreat back. Wasn't really able to get a part of that play. Now Dylan looking to take him to the top. Dizzy Dave's there. Gonna kick it left side. Here comes Oblivion, though, with Siege waiting. Siege has really just been a dominant shooter so far here early for Paris City. As he's now sitting back, waiting for an opportunity, just surveying the field. Here comes Dizzy Dave, though, now going one-on-one on the side wall. Cannot get by Siege, though. Siege looking to keep the pressure down on Lafayette. Now here comes Dylan. Dylan with the angle. It's there. He's gonna find it. Big shot there coming for Dylan. That could potentially be the dagger.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's the dagger. As a little bit of a mistouch by Akaza, it's going to give the perfect pass to Dylan And man, oh man, is this Paris City Swarm team looking good? Looking good working together in this first series of the season.
Here comes Juicy now. If something's going to happen, it's got to happen now. We cannot keep waiting here. 30 seconds remaining. Time becoming a serious, serious issue for Lafayette. Now Keza looking to turn with a chance to flick here. He's going to get one high. He beats two, but Dylan doing a great job covering high on that play. Now looking to go back to midfield. Shut down once again. Siege looking to turn. Big miss there by Juicy. Keza, those got a lot of space, but all three of Paris City's members are set and ready. Dizzy does cut that off. That midfield shot there from Dylan. One more, and that will definitely do it. That is your dagger, ladies and gentlemen.
Without a doubt, the dagger of game number 2. And just a little bit of a mistouch by Dizzy. Somebody's got to follow that up. He just teed it up right for Dylan to put it into the net.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is the first time we're seeing this new look Lafayette team play together. They're trying to build their chemistry. They're trying to get right. They're definitely showing that they can run with this Paris City squad. It's just now they're in a tough spot, like you said. You did say how important that game 2 is. I couldn't agree with you more, Breaking. It's going to be very hard to pull for a reverse sweep against a Paris City Swarm team that's just clicking as well as they are.
Yeah, they're clicking really well. And, I mean, the only person that I could see getting a little bit more involved in these plays is Oblivion, but based on how they're playing, they really don't even need it. It's really nitpicking at that point. And Lafayette is got to get something going on the offensive end. They got to get the passing plays going. They got to get the one-touch plays going. They just have to do something. Because right now, they're trying to do these solo plays, and it's just not working.
Heading into game 3, Dizzy not getting a chance to step up and even take a shot that game is a little concerning for me. And you got to see Juicy as well, only getting that one shot. He had a fantastic game 1. He had that nasty little double touch on the back wall. You just got to get confident again. They can't let Paris City Swarm take 12 shots. They're averaging 10 plus shots per game right now, and I know it's easier said than done, but at this point they got to just meet them more quickly at that midfield line, so that way Akeza has some room to breathe. Akeza's not really getting the high quality shot opportunities that he's probably wanting and expecting to get in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lafayette seems to be doing a lot of banging away. They get control of the ball, and then they just pass it to Paris. And then they get put in spots like that. And you really don't want to be put in spots like that, especially when you have shooters like Siege and Dylan on the floor. It's never going to end good. And based on how they're playing so far, it's just a little bit scary. That's an amazing flip reset from Akeza. What a solo play.
Unbelievable play there from Akeza, just doing it himself. He said, listen, you guys need some momentum. I will provide it. Huge flip reset coming out from Akeza. That's exactly what Lafayette needed to wake themselves up and get things started here in game 3.
If Kaze's trying to put himself on the map, he could do it by performing a reverse sweep here with the Lafayette Lightning as Dizzy get one on the board as well. A man you said needed to get involved.
Oh, 100%. That's just a missed kickoff. We saw that happen earlier too with Paris City. So if I'm Lafayette, I'm really paying attention to that. There's been 2 times already they've had the missed kickoff, and if you want to pull off a reverse sweep, any easy goal you can get is crucial right now when you're down 2 games to none.
Absolutely. As you know, this is a big start for this Lafayette team, and if they can keep it going, they might be able to perform a reverse sweep.
Ooh, here's a kick out here from Dylan. He's trying to find Siege. I mean, just puts a dot on his car, and just like that, the Dylan Siege combo is looking as nasty as ever.
Nasty indeed, as Juicy just not able to find a touch. Dizzy not there fast enough with 0 boost as well. Right down to Dylan, who's going to slot it in. And this low boost management coming out of Lafayette has been a little bit of a concern in the back of my head, Camaro.
Yeah, and we got to stay locked in, man. We can't let those just be some fluke goals right there that Lafayette got. They got to keep their momentum. Don't let it go so easily. They just got their momentum, and then now it just seems like Paris City has turned it around almost instantly.
Instantly, within the first minute of the game, we see a pinch passing play coming out of Oblivion and Siege, and this is just absolutely wild right now. The passing plays coming out of this Paris City team have been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and just like that, 2 straight goals for Lafayette. Now 2 straight goals for Paris City. We are all tied up again. It's basically 0-0 at this point. We still got a lot of Rocket League to be played. 4 minutes remaining as Akeza just trying to dunk one home. Oblivion's going to cross it here. Could be dangerous. Juicy is in the area, but Dylan does take it away. Now Dizzy Dave, last one back. Dylan's going to float a high for Siege. Siege with a shot, puts it a little high. Oblivion's there, though. Oblivion trying to touch it down, looking for the double. Can't get there, though, as now Akeza going to put it right back into the corner. Good break up there by Dylan. Now trying to follow. He's got the Doomsy. Oh, dangerous. Causing the own goal. Juicy in such an awkward position there. And Dylan, it's going to look nice, but that was Juicy tapping that one in.
Oh, man. Oh, man. You hate to see that happen as tragedy strikes for Juicy. Own goaling that off a pre-jump. That's got to be tough, Camaro.
Yeah, I mean, Paris is absolutely peaking right now tonight. Even with that own goal, they're looking extremely good. And it's really up to Lafayette right now to beat this team. It does not look like Paris City is going to make any mistake. They're not going to give them this reverse sweep. Lafayette's got to go out there and take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Juicy could take it right here with a double.
That's easy.
And he gets it.
That's easy, man. That's easy money right there for Juicy. Only thing I want to say is I want to see him do a little bit quicker, man. It's got to be a little bit faster than that ball. It was a little bit sketchy. Paris City almost got there. Dylan was an inch away from somehow saving that ball. That is absolutely scary. This is a high offensive game right now. 6 goals scored, and we're not even halfway through this one.
Absolutely high offense coming out from both teams right now. And I couldn't agree more. It's just kind of the key for this Lafayette team. They just got to be a little bit faster. I mean, so far, it's just Paris beating to the ball every time. And they almost didn't score that, Camaro. Juicy almost didn't score that goal.
Yeah, I mean, you got a team of threes mains right now, in my opinion, Lafayette. And Dylan's done a really good job of going out there and getting some guys that play some heavy twos. I think CJ is probably one of the best twos players probably in this league. And then Oblivion's a very speedy player as well. And Paris City just wants to swarm, man. I mean, no pun intended on the name, Paris City Swarm. But they want to swarm after the ball. They want to go after everything. They want to take every single shot opportunity because they're just faster right now. There's a chance, again, Lafayette can make the save. They just don't find the touch, and Paris City just takes advantage.
Yeah, the hive in Paris City is coming out of the nest as they have 4 goals, 7 goals, and we've just hit the halfway point.
And it's crazy breaking because right there, that one particular is not so much Paris City. And in all honesty, Paris City is probably making a mistake right there. I mean, we talk about it all the time. All 3 of their players was in the opponent's team's box. Only thing Lafayette had to do is clear that ball out and transition. They had an easy goal.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing with that is this Paris City team is in the second own goal of the series. And I was about to say, Paris City is not scared to take every risk that they can, and Siege just in a rough spot there.
Yeah, just a series of unfortunate events there. Siege just in an awkward spot. There's just nothing he can do. That's something that just wouldn't happen twice in a row. That's a crazy thing. But hey, Paris owed Lafayette one after the own goal that Lafayette gave them one.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, they deserve that one back, and they got it back.
Oh, here we go. Juicy. Love it when Juicy gets aggressive. It's a sign for success. Dizzy Dave trying to get one home. Can't get there. Now one-on-one Akeza with Siege. Juicy just going to kick it back over. You got Dylan waiting for the chance, looking for the tiebreaker. Oblivion's going to pop one out. Dizzy leaving it for Akeza. Akeza's going to lose it here to Siege. Siege taking it back in the corner, looking for the double touch. Can't get there through Juicy. And now Dylan's got Oblivion just pre-jumping him, ready to go. That one's not going to result in a goal this time, though. As Dylan just going to stay in control, dominating the boost. As Juicy trying to do what he can to get out to Dizzy. They got to get a good clear here. That's not really what they're wanting. I mean, if you notice, Paris City, they just dominate that front half. They almost suffocate Lightning right now. They're taking all the boost and just putting so much pressure on them. It almost seems like they can't breathe right now.
Oh, they can't. And on top of that, they're beating them to the ball. They're taking the boost. They're taking the pads. And they're up for everything. And the only thing that this Lafayette team can do better is just transition. Dish that ball out to one of your teammates. Stop giving it to this Paris City team to just have a field day. That's a good bump there, but it's not going to result in anything because second man is just too late. Second man for Lafayette is just too far back.
I mean, I'm speechless right there. That's hard to talk about. We are too close in this game to be allowing the ball to sit there for almost 3 to 5 seconds in the box, uncontested, wide open shot. You got to lock in right now if you're Lightning. This is too big of a matchup. And now you see Juicy got to make an awkward save. Now trying to transition with only 30 seconds remaining. Both sides running out of time here. Can Siege provide the dagger? Now looking to follow. Can't get there. Ball's going to the left side. Floating out. Just waiting. Floating back out. Good save there from Dizzy. Oh my gosh, we're just sitting here in the corner, just both sides, just trying to see who's going to make the first mistake. This could be it. Taking it in front of the nets. Second man again, though, for Lafayette, sitting too far back, not able to capitalize. Now Juicy one-on-one with Siege. Oh, big bump. Juicy now looking to make him pay. He needs to find the second touch, but just not able to capitalize. Lightning giving opportunity after opportunity, I feel like, breaking to win this game, just not taking it.
I know, and this could be another one. If Oblivion misses, he doesn't. But yeah, Lafayette, their second man is just too far back and too slow to the ball. And their first man is just giving the ball back to Paris. I mean, right here, just control the ball. Go for a 50. Stop giving it to this Paris City Swarm team. It's not going to work.
That's a huge 50. Oh, Dizzy can't find it. That's dangerous. Dylan does find the read. Here we go. Juice with an opportunity. He's got a good angle here. Oblivion's making a quick touch. Can Akeza turn? He's not going to get there before Siege, though. Now Dizzy awkwardly last one back. Just going to swipe the boost and go, though, is what Siege and this Paris City Swarm team does. Now Oblivion with a chance to recenter. He's got CJ ready, waiting right side. CJ with a chance for the double back down to Dylan. Dylan with a shot for the win. Can't find it. Now Siege is going to float it back up, trying to just will one in here as Paris City. Lafayette desperately just trying to get this ball out of their half. Now Juicy with a chance with Dizzy trying to lead the way, but that just did not work out. As now Akeza, he's got to make a smart read here. That's a great shot, but Oblivion in a better position. Now one-on-one, Oblivion cannot get through Dizzy. Dylan has the full tank. He's got space. Juicy pre-jumping him here. That's where things get dangerous. Dylan going to try to dunk it home. Can't get it, though. As now this one does roll back to the right side. Both sides just kind of going back and forth right now, breaking, with each side getting good opportunities to put this away.
Absolutely, but I got to give the edge to Paris City because whenever Lafayette bangs the ball at them, they're controlling it. And then on the other end, when Paris is banging at them, they're just banging it right back. I mean, Paris is getting away with murder in a lot of these goals, a lot of these shots.
Oh, good break up there by KZ. He does find Juicy, but it's going to register as a save, but not the best quality of shots. Now Oblivion with an opportunity to pop one back up. He's going to try to keep it alive. Akeza now going to float it back up. If he can control it here, he's got a chance. He's got Juicy waiting center. Cannot get around it, though. Good dunk home. It's open. Juicy just got to finish, and he does. Juicy's able to take it home off a beautifully set up play by Akeza.
Game 3 OT. Juicy put it at home, keeping his team alive here, and hopefully Lafayette can make the adjustments going forward, and maybe, just maybe, can they get the reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they went toe-to-toe with Paris City. It was a great performance. Both these teams showing, hey, maybe defense is a little overrated. This is a full-on, full-force offensive match, almost putting up 10 goals. It doesn't happen very often. You got to wonder who's going to be able to keep up this pace. So far, Paris City has been able to do it more consistently. Can Lafayette put up this many goals? Because their defense has been good. It's just they're not stopping Paris City from being able to get this many shots. Every single time Paris City has gone up against them, they've gotten 10-plus shots. So if Lafayette Lightning is not going to stop them from getting these opportunities, they got to generate more opportunities for themselves. They got to match fire with fire at this point. Can they do it for 2 straight games? That's the question.
Absolutely, and I don't know if they can. Based on what we just saw, I mean, they had decent offense. It was there, but a lot of those goals were gimmies for Lafayette. 2 of them were right off jump. And we almost just saw Paris win that game.
Yeah, it was definitely close. So the only way you want to see Lightning win a big game here, you want to see them take it by 2 or 3 goals. You want to see a convincing win come from Lafayette here in Game 4, right? I mean, if you want to believe there's a chance for that reverse sweep, have something build their confidence, because I don't feel like their confidence is too high right now, just barely scraping by with an OT win when you got a reverse sweep potentially needing to be done.
Yeah, I mean, game number 4 has got to be confidence for this Lafayette team. They can't just squeak another one by. They got to win convincingly. What an angle by Siege. Almost gets it. But I would agree. They have to win this convincingly.
There we go. Good kick out. Juicy trying to turn the favor to Akeza. Akeza back to Dizzy. Dizzy putting it high. Can Akeza get there? He doesn't need to. Dizzy able to bury one. Crossbar down. Huge shot there. Great placement coming out from Dizzy Dave.
Dizzy from the top ropes. Gonna get this bar down. Akeza almost there. I almost saw Akeza touch this for a second. That was so close, but good goal by Lafayette coming out strong.
Akeza here now one-on-one with Dylan. Dylan gonna pop this one away. Up goes Dizzy. Dizzy kicking it out right side. Now Oblivion looking for the catch, trying to cross, gets broken up there. Here goes Lightning's pressure, but they're not able to strike as now Paris City on the counter attack. Ball's gonna kick out midfield there for Paris City. Siege still playing a little bit back right here. Little uncharacteristic of him. Big miss there. Juicy trying to capitalize. He can't do it. Dizzy, good bump. Akaza's there, but maybe just overthought that play a little bit. Is now CJ looking to counter. Ball's just going to kind of float out here. Is now Dylan with a chance. Akaza's ready for the read. Kicking it down to Juicy. Juicy trying to get there first. Aggressive approach. Now Dizzy, last one back. He's got to make a big touch here on this ball. This is dangerous. Putting it right in front of the net. Dylan trying to take it home, but he can't. Big missed opportunity there from Paris, and Lightning looking a little bit sloppy right there.
Yeah, and Siege whiffing that one as well. Two Paris City Swarm teams. Teammate just not able to get it to go, and with 0 boosts, he's not able to get anything done. And right now, it's a little bit of a turnaround. It feels like Paris is on the back foot right now.
Oh, man. Oblivion just trying to dunk that one home, going for the poster. Couldn't find it, though. Now Dylan trying to catch Akaza is there. Akaza getting through 2. Just big bodying him. CJ coming in there, though, and retaliating. Is now Oblivion putting it back out to the left side. Juicy going to secure it. Oblivion, though, swiping the boost. Almost every single time is now Juicy. He's going to be late to this one. CJ full tank. Up goes Akaza with a pre-jump. Not going to work out. Now Dizzy looking to survey the field. Going to kick it down to Akaza. Akaza to Dizzy. Dizzy back. There's the chance. He finds it. He puts it through. Oh, it didn't. I thought they missed that one breaking, but it ends up working out.
It ends up working out, and that's a great passing play. Keza recognizing the teammates coming up, passes it back to Dizzy Day, puts Dylan in the blender, and Dizzy's going to get the 50 to go.
Here we go now. Lightning looking much better. They got a 2-0 lead, but they did that last game as well, breaking, and then they gave it up very quickly. There's Akaza coming off the top rope.
Akaza getting involved at both ends, the assists and the goals, and getting one for the top ropes there. Bar, and it's going to be good. What a goal from Akaza.
It's impressive. This is very impressive. Great coming out right here from the Lafayette Lightning. This is exactly what I said they need to do here in Game 4. They got to limit it more convincingly. But here's the thing. There's 3 minutes left, breaking. We know how quickly Paris City can swarm. This is not over with yet. You can't get excited. You can't start counting your chickens right now before they hatch, because at this moment, Paris City's still feeling confident. They're not shaking at all right now. This is still their game to win. Lightning has got to keep the pedal down.
Yeah, they cannot let Paris get going in anything. Keep it going. Good contest by Akaza there. And that's what I'd like to see from this Lafayette team. Just keep it going. Keep the momentum going. Contest this Paris City Swarm team. Do not give them any space, because otherwise it's going to be a rough day. And that almost is a good shot on target.
Juicy really had a big chance there for his team to put a huge goal. Wasn't able to find it. But now Lightning back, playing defense, trying to shut down Paris City. Paris City scored 4 in that previous game, at 0 right now. Much better defensive performance here for the Lightning. Now up goes CC, trying to get things going. He's had the hot hand pretty much all night long. He's just been scorching hot. As now Lightning trying to counter. Dylan's up. Can't get through Dizzy, though. Great job there by Dizzy. Ball's going to bounce here nicely for Lafayette. Akaza trying to put one home. Dangerous kick out in the middle, in the box. Juicy going to go up with it, but Dylan's just going to be quicker. Good little kick out there by Paris. That could go, but it just barely rolls out of the way. Is now Dizzy going to kick it left side. Up goes Dylan. Dylan looking to put it back to midfield. Akaza is there for the challenge. It just definitely seems like right now Lightning is up for the challenges a little bit more, and they're playing a lot more aggressive here in Game 4.
Yeah, they're not playing scared anymore, and they're getting everything to go. Almost a dunk by Juicy there, and they're doing what they need to do. They have to contest this Paris City Swarm team, and they're doing a good job here in this Game 4. And based on what we're seeing, this could go to Game 5. Game 5 alert right around the corner, unless Paris can make something happen here.
Oh, it'd be absolutely insane. And obviously Dylan's the guy, and there he is. He's the one. He's the rock of this team. You're gonna look at CJ. He's the spark. He's the offensive firepower. But that dude right there is gonna be the reason why they make it deep in the playoffs. They need him right now to step up big time. He's the most consistent player in the league, in my opinion. And right there, he does get a goal. 50 seconds left, breaking. This is not too crazy for them to come back and tie this up.
Yeah, I would agree. But they got to get something going with these passing plays here. That's a good drop down by Siege, but somebody's got to be there to complete, and they're not. Oblivion not able to get the double down. And as the time clocks down, it's looking more and more in Lafayette's favor.
Yeah, here we go. The pressure, though, is back on. Paris City just need to see one go in. Now the confidence is through the roof. 28 seconds left. We're now within 1. Do you see the pressure? Lightning are scrambling now out of nowhere. Oh, the double hesitation that we were not seeing for majority of this game. They can't get in their heads breaking. They cannot let this slip away.
They cannot slow down. They have to contest the ball. They cannot have a double hezi right there. And they've just opened the door for this Paracity Swarm to potentially tie it up and take it in for... And if they lose this game, it's on Lafayette. I mean, they had the lead, and they gave it away. And
No
that's
way.
so close, but Dylan just can't make it to go.
That could be the dagger. Doesn't fall. 2 seconds remaining. They just need to kill this. Oh, Oblivion, keep it up. Oblivion, he gets a chance, but Lightning putting it back to the left side. Dylan cannot get through. There's a chance. Oh, CJ with boot. Oh, what a nasty bump. That was dirty play coming out from the Lightning. And it got a little sketchy there at the end. But nonetheless, Lafayette Lightning are able to pull it out.
Lafayette pulling it out of their hat. They had a convincing lead early on, and Paris just almost coming back. It just goes to show you how quick this Paris can transition into offense if you allow them to get going.
I mean, first time tonight, they actually matched each other in shots, 8 on both sides, and it was the best game that really Lafayette played. I know they won the game before, but that was definitely their best one. It looked like for the first time they were really in control. Huge job by Dizzy Days stepping up in that one and really being the difference maker, I feel like. He put up almost 600 points. He's typically sat back and played a third-man role throughout his career with the Lafayette Lightning, and when he's giving you those kind of numbers, it's really hard to lose when you're the Lafayette Lightning when Dizzy Days producing like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is absolutely what Lafayette needed to do. They had to get the passing plays going, and they had to contest this Paracity Swarm team at the midfield and on defense. They cannot play that goal line defense. And whenever they did, they got scored on, and they limited it just enough to win that game.
Well, here we go. Game 5 is underway. Paracity Swarm taking on the Lafayette Lightning, 2 top 5 teams in Division 2, going at it right now. Definitely living up to the hype. For the first time, really, it seems like we might have got the power rankings right, breaking.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we put this team high for a reason. And it could be Lafayette taking this one home if they can keep it going. A little wall dash out there, but yeah, I mean, Lafayette's looking really good in the second half of the series, Camaro.
Oh, here we go. That's a good kick out here. Oh, but Akeza, I want to say he did that on purpose. Maybe he thought something different was going to happen, but doesn't work out nonetheless, as now this one does get floated back over to the Lightning side. They're a little bunched up right now. They need to space out. When they punch up, I've actually noticed that breaking. When they bunch up and they get tight, they tend to struggle. And I don't know why they keep doing it, but whenever they're spaced out across the field, they're dangerous out there for the Lafayette Lightning.
Yeah, it could be the same rotation path. I mean, they could all be taking the same rotations, and then all of a sudden when they get back, they're like, oh, we're all here. And then now they don't know who's going because there's 3 people in the same spot. So it might just be a situation where everybody's saying, I got it, and then nobody wants to triple commit or double commit, so nobody goes.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just got to clean that up a little bit here as you see Paracity trying to get the momentum back that they had in game 1 and 2. A little bit slow since then, and everyone in Lightning just waiting in net to see who's going to go. Double commit there by Paris. Almost drops in. Akeza, though, registering the save. That's dangerous. Siege is there. Siege cannot land that shot. That's money for him. Oh, now Dylan, that's a nasty little flick, but Dizzy Dave locking up the net. He's already got 1 Savior badge under his belt this season. Now looking for a second early. Good shot there from Dylan, but it's going to get broken up. There's now Akeza looking to roll it up the left side. Just taking his time. Oblivion, though, he knows he's got the boost advantage, but still not able to win that. As Juicy does get there to help. That's a dangerous touchdown there. Can Oblivion find it? He cannot. Up goes Akeza. Akeza with the fake. This is now awkward. Dizzy, tough spot, but he does a great job securing it as we are now already 2.5 minutes into this one, breaking it. It's a 0-0 score.
A lot of back and forth and a lot of whips up until Akeza, that man we've been talking about, getting a goal for Lafayette.
Man, Akeza has lived up to all the hype so far. It was a little bit of shaky in the game 1 and 2, but he is really locking in right now. I think Zach said it the best. They are still working on their chemistry together. This is the first time they've really played together. You're seeing it develop right in front of our eyes. They're just getting better and better as this series goes on. But again, like I said, just stay locked in, keep doing their thing, keep playing confident. Don't change up because that is not something you can see go in. Dizzy back right, looking for the boost. It's just not there for him. and that's just gonna cost them. That's a tough one, man.
A little bit of a mistouch by Juicy, and just no one expecting it as Oblivion comes crashing on through, tying it up, as it looked like it was all Lafayette up until that point.
Yeah, and I love that shot there from Oblivion. He's had a little bit of a quiet series, but he definitely stepped up big time. Finding the neutralizer there is now we are all tied up 1-1, 2 minutes remaining. Paris City trying to get back on the attack, forcing some touches here from Lafayette. Dizzy Dave, huge chase down block. Now up goes Dylan. Dylan's there. Dylan cannot finish though. Now you're going to see a kick out opportunity. Can't find it. There it is. Akeza. Oblivion just going to try to keep it down, controlling midfield. Dizzy's there first. Akeza's still in the area looking for the doink, going for the fake instead. Now Dylan knows he's got time. Surveying the field, trying to do what he can. Does get broken up. It's there. Second man playing a little too far back though. Is now Dizzy looks to try again. Pressure now on Paris City, but a great kick out there by Oblivion. Right over Akeza's head. Juicy though. Not going to let it stay on his side for long. Dylan trying to control it here. Can't find it. Juicy back in. Siege touching it down. Akeza's ready for the shot. Can he find it? Can't get there. Ball's going to get kicked out now, though. Dylan with a chance going for that second touch. It's not going to get there. Now this one does bounce. We might need an overtime again break in to potentially decide this game 5.
Oh, it could be a game 5 OT as both teams back and forth now. Just a little bit wide. It's just been a lot of back and forth. I mean, it looked like it was all Lafayette, and then Paris just comes back, and now Lafayette just can't really seem to get anything going. But so is Paris. I mean, Paris has kind of been in their own half a little bit as well.
Oh
No!
my! Oh
Wait.
my! And they still score? What did I just watch? What did I just watch? That was.
I'll speechless, Camaro.
I'll let the chat commentate that. I'll let the chat talk about what just happened there. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if I'm more I don't know if I'm more disappointed what Paris City did, or if I'm even more disappointed what I just watched from Lafayette Lightning. That was something that just doesn't happen. And then Dizzy saves that, a nasty save. I'm at a loss for words right now, breaking.
I'm at a loss for words as well, as an absolute wide open. It's right there. Juicy is gonna score,
and now they're peeking. Now we're all peeking. Hey, I love it. It's crazy gameplay. Huge pass there from Dizzy. Great lead there from Juicy. And now we're tied back up. Both sides. At the end of the day, the one thing we can say for sure, breaking, is neither one of these teams want to lose this game. You can tell it's personal for them.
Absolutely, nobody wants to lose, but they're doing so many things that are so suspect, Camaro. They cannot go.
Oh, what a save! Are you kidding me, Dizzy? Dizzy with some of the best saves you're gonna see out of his entire career. That savior medal right there was unbelievably earned. He has prevented 2 insane goals from going in right now. He's playing out of his mind. 10 seconds remaining here. Lafayette with a good strong push. They turn it over to Siege though. Siege gets bumped off the ball. Now Dizzy with some space. He does get it up to the guy Akeza. This is the perfect situation for them. Is now Akeza just runs into the brick wall. Dylan though just gonna kill it. Sends it to overtime. This game is a roller coaster of emotions right now. I have no idea who could possibly win this game.
I have no idea as well. As almost he hits an OT. Oblivion, 0 boost. Dylan's gonna pop it up. Man, oh man. Was that so close?
I mean, just an unbelievable save there by Dylan. And now Juicy, he's gonna clear it back out again. Both sides with huge plays coming out. You gotta wonder what is gonna finally drop. It's gonna come down to, I feel like right now this point breaking is whoever makes the first mistake is gonna lose this game.
Oh, absolutely. And Akeza right there had time on the ball in a 1v1 spot, and he chucks it right to Oblivion. He's got to take his time and control. I've seen him do things in this series that makes me confident that if you were to control the ball and that ball's just sitting there, Juicy's got to save, and he does.
Oh,
but
man.
Akeza has got to slow his game down. He is able to do that. He's able to get these clips. As Juicy going to go high, but man, is it rocky from both teams right now? They're scrambling.
Double commit there from Lafayette. That could cost him. This is dangerous. Oblivion just gonna touch it down to Siege. They're there, and that is gonna do it. The dagger, the put away, the biggest shot of the night. Oblivion to Siege gets the job done.
Another teamwork makes the dream work pinch right into Lafayette's net, and off a miracle, Paris is gonna squeak by with this one.
One of the greatest series we have seen here in week 1 across all divisions. That was absolutely the best game I have seen by far. That was extremely impressive.
I mean, impressive and speechless. I mean, Lafayette just almost performed a reverse sweep. And if that's the Lafayette team that we saw earlier on, I think Lafayette would have won.
Yeah, I mean, it was just nonetheless. You got to look at this as like this is potentially teams you're going to see deep in the playoffs. Breaking this is teams you're going to see deep in the playoffs in Div 2. They're going to see each other again. It is going to be something that we're going to be talking about, a month down the road. We're looking back at these moments where these guys are going to run into each other. There's just no doubt about it. I don't mean to jump too quickly, guys, but these Div 1 dudes, y'all know how a lot of Div 1 players can be. It's time for their game, so they're ready. So we're going to go ahead and get this lobby up for them now. We do have the matchup coming for you where it's going to be the Toledo Bladesmiths taking on the Phoenix Phantoms in Division 1. Two mid-tier teams getting ready to take the field right now. Should be a lot of fun. Should be a great matchup. Anytime we get to see Div 1, it's great, right, Breaking?
Oh, absolutely. Div 1 is our premier league here at RLM. And anytime we get a chance to watch them, it's really a treat for me and Camaro. And it gives us insight going into the playoffs. It gives us something to talk about when that goes, because if you don't show up to the streams, we don't know what to expect with the playoffs. We know what your seed is, but other than that, we just don't know what we're gonna watch.
Yeah, and this one right here is a couple of new name guys I have not had a chance to see yet, so this will be very exciting to see what they look like. This is completely all reshaped rosters, getting ready to go at it. So we'll see what happens here. You just give us a couple seconds. We'll get this lobby up very quickly for Toledo and Phoenix. Pretty much the name of Toledo you're gonna be looking for is a guy named Jason. He's the top guy for them. He's their top player. He's their captain. There's another guy named JK. I think he has a different name now though, but I know him as JK. He's someone I personally was excited to have in the league. He's an extremely great twos player, a top tier twos player who's transitioned to play some threes as well, and he's done a pretty great job at it. And now you're going to see them try to come together and take on a team that's led by Froze and Jim John. Jim John is someone who I'm very, very excited to see play because a lot of people have spoken extremely highly of him throughout the server. So we'll see what he's able to do tonight. Both these teams mid-ranked in power rankings. Both these teams are excited to show what they're capable of doing because I feel like both of them expect to be, playing late when it comes playoff time.
Oh, absolutely. And I know a few things about both teams. I mean, we got Anthony A. Pizza on the other team in one of the reigning champs of that Armadillo team. And then on the other end, you got some CRL goats. I mean, you got Feroz there, you got Gamma, and then Jim John, who I've heard great things as well. So it's going to be a close series, in my opinion, for Camaro, but I think I'm going to go with Froze and the Phoenix Phantoms to take this in 4.
Ooh, really? Okay. Hey, they're already in. If you want to go and give them the okay, they're ready to rock. We're ready to rock. We got 8 taking on 9 right now. Very, very close matchups. This one should be a lot of fun. So we'll see what they're able to do. I do think Phoenix has the advantage here. Like you were saying, man, I'm leaning a little bit more towards Phoenix taking this one. But hey, a lot of people love that underdog story. So let's see what Toledo is able to do as this one is getting ready to get underway. Let me get this updated correctly. Boom. Get it right. Yes, sir. Love when it works like that. Alrighty, guys. Hey, Gamma. Hey, you recognize some of these names? Breaking. Who's the biggest guy to watch here on Phoenix? Who's going to be the top dude tonight?
I'm not too sure. I'd like to think it's going to be Jim John or Gamma, but Froze as well. I mean, all of these guys are absolute studs on this Phoenix team, and I think we're going to see it as the series goes on is who's the front runner for that Phoenix team. But I don't know if right now it's that clear.
Yeah, and then you're looking on the other side. You got Jason, man, who a lot of people are basically saying he's overpriced. He's been hearing the noise. We saw him talking a little bit in Gen Chat about it. It's a big opportunity for him to try to step up and show what kind of player he can be and a contributor he can be on a potential top team. They somehow got placed above the Phoenix Phantoms, and a lot of people were shocked about that, but they got Anthony A. Pizza, dude. Anthony A. Pizza is a player who's a legend out here in RLM. He's one of the first champions here in Division 1, and he's excited to showcase that he can be a top dog on a contending team. He was the running mate of Shocks and 10-piece Nuggy last season. Now he's trying to take his own team to the promised land.
Absolutely. He wants to be a key piece here once again for a championship roster, and he's going to try to get it done with Vandor and Jason. But right now, Vandor and Jason are kind of question marks as well. I haven't heard a lot about them other than, like you said, the little bit of the overpricing. But, you know, this is their chance to prove something. Prove that they belong here in the top seeds of RLM. Is Vandor going to get the first one to start us off?
Wow, here we go. Toledo Bladesmith starting things off right. Vandor just getting through 2. One guy left. Just in complete control there. Knew everything that was going to go down, it seems like. Looks like the play was going in slow motion for that guy. Able to give his team the early lead here was exactly what you need, where we got them as the top seeded team or the top power ranked team, but they are the underdogs amongst the community.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know if that's necessarily the most fair thing based on how they're playing so far, but, you know, we're going to see. We're going to see what both teams have to offer here and what they're capable of doing.
Here we go, off the back wall. Toledo not backing down at all. Big demos coming out consistently for him. And now Jason going for the fake. Froze trying to get up to Jim John. Jin John trying to finish that one. He cannot get there, though. It's now Vanor one-on-one looking for his second goal here early. Can't get there. Big opportunity now for Jim John. Gamma up, trying to do what he can, but he gets beat there by Vanor. A little bit of slow gameplay right now, trying to figure things out. As you can see, Jason looking to keep the pressure on. Phoenix bunched up right now. Toledo trying to take advantage, but they cannot get through this defense. Gotta wonder right now if demos are going to be extremely crucial tonight between these two teams being so evenly matched.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, they're going to have to clear out the net eventually. You know, and just like that, Anthony A. Pizza is going to score with one defender back.
Come on, Anthony, let's go. Great start to the season, man. Looking good. The question marks were, like we said earlier, is he going to be able to be that top guy? And he is stepping up to the plate right now. Huge start to the night right now. There's 2 minutes remaining. They got a 2-goal lead. Their defense has been solid. You just got to hope they can keep it up.
Yeah, and so far, they are off to a quick start and solid. I mean, this Toledo team is playing solid so far. And I need to see a little bit more from this Phoenix team if they're going to be competitive here. Oh, and almost a little bit of a mistouch.
Oh,
that's
man,
risky, lot of risky actions there that could have been bad.
Oh, wow, what a kick out there by Toledo. Vanor is ready for it. I believe that was Anthony A. Pizza. Oh, no, it was Jason. Look at Jason go, the captain, kicking one out to Vanor, and they're up 3-0 now.
Jason, what a touchdown to Vanor, who's absolutely been leading the charge in scoring here as they are shutting out this Phoenix Phantom team that a lot of people are cheering for.
Ooh, here we go. Phoenix trying to get something going, but Anthony A. just composed, taking his time, resetting this one up. Vanor with another opportunity. Ball's going to go straight down here. Jason going to kick it out high. Already up, though, is Gamma. Gamma trying to reset down to the left side, but Vanor is ready. Just going to put it right back on Phoenix Phantoms. And again, no touch coming out from Phoenix. Now Anthony one-on-one with Froze. He's going to win that one. So now you can see Phoenix trying their best to just get one to go, just to get things started. Gamma's ready, trying to get it right back down to Froze. Not going to find him, though, as now the pressure is starting to come on for Phoenix. They're starting to get a feel for this one, but Anthony looking to shut that down, kicking it out to midfield. Good demo there by Froze, trying to break things up, but there's still action going on the back end. Minute remaining. This one should be all heavy Toledo. You got to wonder, what does Phoenix got to do here breaking out to get back into this one?
I think they got to link better, just a little bit better on the passing plays and not bang the ball away so much. You know, try to take control of these plays and get it to your teammates. That's a good pass out to the midfield. Good out to Froze. And that's what I'm talking about. Something where you're forcing this Toledo Bladesmith team to make last-minute saves. And that's going to be a big key to their success, is timing.
Wow, another one. 4-0 lead right now for Toledo. And Anthony, I believe that was his first hat trick of the season.
First hat trick of, oh wait, no. That is going to be Anthony's second goal. Not a hat trick just yet. Could be in these last 24 seconds, but it just seems like Phoenix is trying to just do a little bit too much and isn't taking their time to make sure they're getting these touches. And that's going to be a big thing. Getting the touches and then getting them to the teammates.
10 seconds remain. This one's pretty much all but over. Game one is definitely in the books. It's going to be all about what is Phoenix going to do now. They definitely got, they definitely just got kind of ran through there in game one. They got hit in the mouth, and now they got to figure out how are they going to bounce back? How are they going to react after that big punch coming out there from the Toledo Bladesmith?
Yeah, they got to come back with the same confidence that they came in with. They got to take it to this Toledo team. I mean, they cannot let this Toledo team score 4 goals. They cannot do this goal line defense that we saw, and they got to transition well. They can't go too fast, and they can't go too slow. They got to get the touches that they're looking for, and there's a lot of holes that got to be plugged in this Phoenix Phantom boat.
Yeah, they didn't really get a lot of shot opportunities. They definitely lost that to the Toledo Bladesmith. If I'm Toledo, I'm trying to do the same thing. I got the same mindset that I would if I was the Lafayette Lightning, and that is trying to just put all the pressure on. Don't let up right here, because Phoenix Phantoms, if they get locked in, if they get warmed up, if they get right, it could get very scary for them. So right here, you do see the card change coming out from the Phoenix Phantoms. And Breaking, how important can the card change be in between these matchups?
I mean, it can.
Oh my.
I don't know. I think it's more of a mental thing, unless you're switching to a drastically different car. But you know, it's generally octane to Fennec, Fennec to octane, so the differences are going to be highly minimal. But
that's a tough miss though, coming out right there. Break it. I mean, we had Froze covering the wall. That looked like a very routine save for him, and he's not going to get it.
Yeah, you know, maybe some first stream jitters. You know, who knows? The light could be too bright, is just as I say at first scores.
There it is. I mean, hey, we need something to get things going right for Phoenix, okay? I mean, Jim John, great 50, gets right out to his team, and now 1-on-1. Anthony's just on an island right there. There's just not much he's going to be able to do. Caught in reverse, basically caught with his pants down right there, and Froze just completely takes advantage of the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. And Froze in that 1v1 spot is going to get a solid shot on net, and usually a goal. And that's going to be a big key as well for this Phoenix Phantom team, is trying to catch these other teams' third man back all alone on an island so that they can isolate in 1v1. And, you know, you do that by getting the demos and transitioning quickly.
Here's Jim John now. Has had a very, very quiet performance so far in this series. Vanor has been red hot trying to keep things going, looking to find some boost. Can't get there. Going to try to keep the pressure on Phoenix, though. Up we go. Jim John, good beat. Gamma with Froze, causing havoc, but Anthony 8 Pizza still stays locked in and gets a huge save. Phoenix, all players pushed up right now. Toledo just trying to clear one out, trying to take advantage of it. Now Anthony with a chance to kick one downfield. Pre-jumping, though, is Gamma. Gamma finds the touch. He's just going to sit here, though, now as Vanar is going to be the first one there. Up he goes again, trying to read Jim John. He's not going to find it. It's now Jim with an opportunity to flick this one in. On the reset, couldn't get there, though. It's now Froze, putting the pressure back on. Now it seems like it's a different Phoenix Phantom team we're watching right now, breaking a lot of pressure. They've had most of the momentum here in game number 2.
Yeah, so far as they are going pedal to metal, but that was an awkward jump by Froze here. And now Gamma's on an island of his own, but he gets a save. Can somebody follow it up? Jim John, 0 boost in net, and somehow gets a 50 there. Good bump again by Gamma. Froze forced to make an awkward 50. No one back with boost for Phoenix Phantom. And this is what they can't do. And Jason's going to score.
Big shot there from Jason. That was huge with all the pressure. Toledo was able to fend off Phoenix when they sent the house, and then you just see the counter attack coming out from the Toledo Bladesmith that did a fantastic job. I think, again, not trying to pat our backs too hard, breaking, but I think we did a really great job at the power rankings here. These two teams look pretty great. I think we got this one right. They're pretty dead even right now.
Yeah, I would agree. They're neck and neck as both teams are giving it their all, but the better defense is really coming out of this Toledo team, and Phoenix is getting a lot of open net opportunities with the defender having little to no boost.
Yeah, nice read there from Jason. I love that pop over the top of the last defender, and Anthony Peach is going to say, hey man, you're going to set me up that good. I'm gladly going to take advantage of it. And now just like that, Toledo back in control of this game. They dominated there in game 1. They looked significantly like the better team. Phoenix looked like they were coming back and that they were making the proper adjustments, but now Toledo has adjusted once again, and they're just looking so much better here in game 2. Got to be genuinely impressed. We saw the FO in chat for both teams. We and Riley both sitting sideline watching their teams go at it. It's a slugfest between 6 top-tier Div 1 players trying to make a name for themselves here in RLM. As you can see, a great pass, but there's just some awkward misses coming out from Phoenix breaking that I'm just not expecting from these kind of guys.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it either. And, that's why this Toledo Bladesmith team has scored so much is a lot of the awkward defense. I think these games would be a little bit closer in the score wise it were if we were to see a little bit better defense, but Froze up with a nice little 50. But yeah, we need to see better defense in this Phoenix team, in my opinion.
Ooh, a little bit of fake there from Jim John trying to make something happen. He's not found a score yet. It's only been Froze. They've had one goal in the last 8 minutes of Rocket League gameplay. And now Jim John going to put it back out to the left side. Opportunity for Froze to get the read. He can't get there. Trying to link up, but now Jason just trying to make something happen. Shut down there by Gamma. Up goes Froze. Jim's ready. Jim's going to peel off. And now Vanor there. Gamma able to find that read off that back wall. But Jason still in position. Looking to turn here. Can't get there. Vanor with a little bit of space. This is where he's dangerous, but a great demo there by Jim John. Because Vanor has just been hot tonight. That's off the back wall. Jason with a chance. It's wide open. Can't find it, though. That could have been the dagger. Cannot be missing those ones. And now you're going to see a kick out there by Froze. Now looking to capitalize on the opportunity. Can't get there, those. Now Anthony off the wall. Good pinch. Jim can't find the read. Now getting by 2. Jim's got to scramble back. Secures the boost. Here comes Jason. Jason takes advantage. Bad touch coming out from Phoenix. And Toledo is ready to capitalize.
And Jason denying all the haters, maybe even shutting them down with his performance tonight. And this Toledo Bladesmith team is looking really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely shocked at how good they're looking. I'm excited at the same time for Anthony. I mean, this is the only returning RLM player on the field right now. So this guy's an OG. He's been here since day one. So it's great seeing him, having success. We watched Nuggy win. We saw Shocks find a good home, and now Anthony Pizza seems like he's also doing pretty good. But just like that, Jason gets cooked a little bit. Jim John making a play happen in the air.
Jim John just gonna get it over one.
Ew.
And then drop it right on Jason. Ew, Jim John with a nice solo play.
That's huge, man. That's what we got to see out of Jim John. I mean, this game, I think, is over. It's hard to come back from a 2-goal deficit when you're talking Div 1 players with the caliber of defense they bring out. But if Jim John can get his confidence back, that's his very first goal. If he can get locked in, they definitely have a chance to make a run at a reverse sweep. They're definitely good enough. They got the caliber of players to do so. But once again, you see Toledo, every time they get hit, they just hit right back. So they're definitely up for the challenge.
Yeah, and that's looking like it's going to be the game number 2 dagger. Jason just going to hit the roller on in. Nobody back for Phoenix. And that's been the biggest problem for Phoenix is that they're just a little bit back too late with little boost.
Another one's going to go.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a kickoff goal. The only thing they're breaking is the goal differential. They now got a +4 on these guys, and then 4 from the last game. They got a +8 in this matchup this week.
Yeah, that's going to be rough early on, and especially in a competitive league like Div 1. It's going to be tough, man. It really is.
Definitely going to be tough to come back from. Phoenix has got to have a big game 3 or at least keep it close. Obviously, though, Toledo is just extremely, their confidence has got to be so high with just how dominating this game has been. Definitely not something really anyone expected, as that one should drop, and that is going to do it for game number 2. Gamma out again immediately, potentially going for another card change here, as he didn't break 100 points. That's a huge red flag.
Yeah, it's a really big red flag, and Gamma has got to do some more for this team. And I would really like to see somebody step up on defense, It seems like Phoenix has kind of got their offense going, but their defense is really struggling. A lot of easy shots have kind of gone in for Toledo. And, some of them are tough. They're on an island with limited boost, but they got to have more than one guy back when the pressure's on and then transition correctly. I mean, it's really interesting to see how many goals Toledo has been able to score on a one man who has 20 boosts or less.
Yeah, and it's also very impressive the amount of shots that they're getting up. The pressure's been great. Their passing has been wonderful. I mean, they got 5 assists off those 6 goals. So, I mean, they're just looking like a great unit, a great team right now. They just got to close it. They have to close this deal because that Phoenix Phantom team, there's a reason we placed them where we placed them in the power rankings. They're a very good squad. I mean, you look at what we're looking at. We got Gamma coming out flexing his Season 10 tournament winner. We got the CRL Spring 2023 contender in Froze. These guys are no joke. So if I'm Toledo, I'm putting this to bed immediately. I mean, immediately breaking. I am not messing around. I'm not coming out feeling like I'm not coming out trying to make no trick shots. I'm not trying to do anything too flashy. Put this game away and just get on to the next week.
Yeah, absolutely. As the more questions you raise in the other teams, the better it's just going to be going into playoffs and in the latter of the season, right? I mean, if you can put away this, you're giving yourself a good opportunity to not have to play this team for a little bit of time and maybe even put a little bit of a dent in this Phoenix Phantoms' confidence, sweeping them in week 1.
Ooh, Froze not able to get there. A couple double commits still coming out from Phoenix. Kind of want to see that get cleaned up sooner rather than later, as Vandor trying to link back up with Jason. Has had a lot of success so far tonight. Now Anthony taking his time trying to lock up this net. Dangerous little kick down, but Vandor is there. Now he's got Jason winning far right. Can he get there? Jim John staying in control. A little bit of help there by Froze. Now Anthony with some space. Here comes Froze. Froze can't get there, though. Anthony off the ceiling with an opportunity. He's going to hit it. What a shot coming out from Anthony.
Toledo on the hot hand tonight as Anthony A. Pizza off the top rope is going to hit it past 2 in net. And man, oh man, is this Toledo Blazers team looking like a front runner already?
Man, Anthony's got me out of my chair. This guy is absolutely balling out right now. He's looking absolutely amazing. Dude just comes out. He doesn't talk much in chats. He doesn't talk much in Div 1. He doesn't say much in team chats. He just shows up and he just plays so well. I just love what he's doing, man. Just because of what happened last season and then coming back. And now here they come again. Ooh. Anthony ate pizza. Still catching and keeping hold of the fire. Vandor doing a great job keeping the pressure on. And Anthony is just, I mean, dude, he's just playing perfect right now.
He's putting up MVP stat lines right now. And, you know, he's proven that he does not need shocks or 10-piece to get it going. I mean, I don't know what it was like over there, but, you know, on paper, he was kind of the third man of that team, and now he's proving that he could be a front runner on any team, and he's a front runner on this Toledo team now.
There's a kick out there. You got Jason. He's gonna turn. He's been aggressive. Gamma's coming off the ceiling early. You gotta wonder the antics that Phoenix is performing here. It's not working, and they keep trying the same thing. Now Jim John going for another solo play. It's there, but Vandor just locking up the nets. Jason now going to take it over the top. He does get by Gamma. Froze is there, though. Froze with a good stop. Up goes Jim. Jim just misses it. He just doesn't make the touch, and Anthony A. Pizza is never going to miss that opportunity.
He's not, and he gets his hat trick. And man, oh man, is this Toledo Blazers team absolutely shutting out Phoenix right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's just tough to watch there, Break, and that's just an awkward miss that you're just not expecting. I mean, I don't know if we may have missed the power ratings a little bit here on Phoenix. I mean, they're coming out star-studded lineup, but they're just getting smoked right now. I mean, they're just getting ran through right now by the Toledo Blacksmith or Bladesmith, and they don't know how to answer back. They keep pre-jumping everything. The double commits are there. At times triple commits, and Toledo's just taking advantage of all their mistakes.
Absolutely. And at any point, are you questioning the competition of Div 1? It is absolutely at its all-time peak right now. It seems like every single player that we saw from last season has gotten better, and now they're all on different homes. They're all on different teams. And it's wild to see that you have a crazy lineup as Phoenix kind of getting dominated by this newly formed Toledo roster.
Yeah, and I don't think Toledo's really played much together yet, so they're really just going to get better and better. I have not seen much activity. You do see another miss. I mean, multiple misses coming out there from Phoenix. It's kind of been a disappointing showing, as Anthony has not been a disappointment whatsoever. 4 goals on the night, and this one just gets even better. The flip reset, just cooking Froze right there in the air.
The chef is in the kitchen here, as Anthony A. Pizza is 4 from 4 as he gets a flip reset on Froze's head. What a shot from Anthony A. Pizza.
Yeah, see what Jim John can do. He's not able to find it right there. Now up goes Gamma. Gamma putting it right back off the back wall. Either this Toledo Bladesmith team, it should be recognized as a top tier team, or maybe Phoenix fans, we put them a little bit too high. Breaking, this has just not been a good showing for them. Toledo just looks significantly better right now.
Oh, without a doubt. I don't know if you can necessarily bring that on the Toledo Bladesmiths. I mean, they came out and they did what they needed to do. They deserve to be moved up somewhat in the power rankings, but like you said, I don't know how many, maybe 2 or 3 spots. I don't know how this isn't a top 6 team after tonight. I mean, it has to be. Maybe in the 5th power rankings for
and what's cool about it too is the quality of shots that they're putting on. They're not doing anything that's in terms of like demoing where it's, you know, they got a demo to find their goals. They're putting on some nasty shots, great team plays, great solo plays as well, and their defense is not slouched off either. They have shut down anything and everything Phoenix fans have done. They shut them out in game 1, and it's looking like they might shut them out again in game 3. The only way Phoenix scores is if they put on some sort of immaculate goal like Jim John did in game 2 with that nasty fake in the air. But unless they're peaking on their shots, Toledo's shutting everything down.
Yeah, and they're shutting them down completely in this game. Just like that dive, Jason, no fear at all. Just absolutely diving at Jim John there, shutting down anything. And you know, that's been really the story, as Phoenix has been shut down on all ends, on defense, on offense, and this is a shutout. This is really a shutout there, and almost a peak shot from Toledo for 5, and this is going to be 12 goal differential, Camaro.
Yeah, plus 12. You cannot ask for a better start for the Toledo Bladesmith for this week 1 matchup. I mean, a plus 12 goal differential. You got Anthony Apisa putting up almost 100 points in Div 1. That's not very easy to do. He was playing unbelievably efficient. 4 goals on 5 shots. What was that, 80%, 90% shooting? I mean, they didn't have to play much defense. They were just all out offense the whole time, and they looked absolutely amazing.
They look fantastic, and you know, it's just crazy to see how these Div 1 teams have evolved, and all these new players coming into full effect, and it's just wild, Camaro. It is really wild to see how the Div 1 in RLM has elevated from this season to last season, and we're not even in the playoffs yet. We have not even gotten started, and these teams are going nuts.
Yeah, a lot of these teams are just going to get better and better because a lot of Div 1 players that get paired together, some of them have not played together before, and a lot of times they don't take that time to build that chemistry like some of the Div 2, Div 3 teams do. A lot of times they just randomly get paired up, they just show up for game day and they just play. They're like, yeah, let's just see what happens. So they're just going to get better and better, especially that Toledo team. Just to think that that's probably one of the first times they've ever actually played with each other, and they looked that good. It's very impressive. It's very great to see. It's very exciting to see as someone who's a fan of the game and just has enjoyed watching. So I see that team moving up to a top 5 team. That's going to be a tough out, and it's so happy to see that for Anthony because he kind of got left off that Amarillo squad. Whole thing kind of branched off. I was worried about how he was going to look, and he has looked absolutely amazing. So shout out Anthony. Great start to the season. And my guy, he goes by Vanor now, but I knew him as JK. That's the way I know that kid. So love seeing how well he has progressed and how much better he's gotten. It was a great series to end the night on, I feel like, Breaking.
Oh, absolutely. It was a fantastic, even though it was a sweep, it was a fantastic sweep by the Toledo Bladesmiths. And it's just crazy to see how much these players have evolved in this short amount of time.
Yeah, very impressive. I'm only getting more and more excited. That is going to do it, though, for tonight, guys. That does wrap things up for the week 1. A lot of games slotted to be played tomorrow. Again, I've kind of brought the question up a couple times. I don't know how interested we are in it. It seems like some people are, some people aren't. You know, potentially waking up and doing maybe a Sunday stream as well, because it seems like most of the teams are heading towards that and gravitating towards those late night Sunday times. So it could be a peak time to do it. I do want to shout out everybody coming out here and just kind of sticking it out through Saturday night stream. So usually Saturday night's not our most peak time, but I think we hit almost 40, 50 people tonight. So I appreciate you guys coming out here, showing support to these guys, and you know, rip the RLM PC. This is the last night. Mrs. 1660 Ti will be here. We will be upgrading tomorrow, so not too sure if we will be able to do the stream necessarily tomorrow, but we will see what happens. But Breaking, I'm gonna let you you know, get your piece off, man, and we'll get things wrapped up. We'll get on out of here.
Alrighty, thank you to all the players who came out tonight and made this stream possible. We were almost not able to have a Saturday stream because nobody signed up. We got, from my assumption, a lot of last minute sign up. So thank you to the Div 1 players, the Div 2 players, and the Div 3 players. It was a fantastic stream, all considering the technical difficulties and all that stuff. But it was great seeing you guys coming out and ball out. And that is all for me.
Greatly appreciate you guys so much. Like always, fantastic start so far to week 1. One thing I do want to point out is for all my new players, for all my returning players, please take some time to pay attention to that rule book. We just made another announcement about some more particular important things to pay attention to. I'm getting some people asking me some of these repetitive questions. I'm not going to respond to those. We spent a lot of time on that rule book, guys. That was one of the only things that most of you asked for. You guys said this was the only thing that RLM was lacking, was moderators and a more improved rule book. And that rule book has been revamped significantly, and people are just not paying attention to it. So we also went out of his way to break down some more important key rules that you really should be paying attention to. So please just take a couple minutes, look at that announcement he made, pay attention to that, get familiar with it, because if rules are broken, we are not, I cannot stress enough, we are not going to be lenient on it. We are not going to make adjustments. Oh, well, you didn't know. Listen, you reacted to the message, you confirmed that you read it. If you break a rule, we're sticking to that rule from here on out. I think that's the best way to have a successful league, is now that we got that rule book locked, we got to follow it like it's the Bible at this point. So you guys just please pay attention to it, because next time, if anything is in question and a rule is broken, I'm just going to say, hey guys, you should check the rule book, man. I'm not going to feel bad to enforce rules. So I appreciate y'all so much. I hope that everyone here has a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. We love you guys. We're out of here. Peace.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where diseases